morning and welcome back to the channel. Happy Saturday. It is around 11 a.m. this morning and I'm just now having my morning coffee. And you might wonder, did you sleep in today? The answer is no, I did not sleep in today. I actually went and played pickleball for a couple hours with some friends from work. So now I just got home. So this coaster's right here. It's pretty cool, right? Well, it's a gift. I started recording a video about it and I never got to. This picture might seem familiar to you, and it's because I took it with my drone about 2 years ago, and this is a picture of our church. So the church reached out to me and said, hey, we really like the picture, we would like to use it on our marketing materials and on our website, and it's pretty cool. Could we buy it from you? And I'm like, no, you can't buy it from me because I donate money to the church, and now if you're gonna buy it from me, it really defeats the purpose. Plus, who charges the church, right? So I gave them the pictures and then they mailed me these, which is pretty cool. Got these cards printed out, right? It's their welcome cards. So everybody who comes to the church gets one of these until they replace it, and it's pretty cool. And then the picture's also on the website's background, which makes me really proud. It's pretty awesome when you could do something and then you are appreciated. And then look at this card right here. This is Albie, if you don't know. So I graduated from Auburn University. I live in Auburn. So Albie is the mascot of Auburn University, which is pretty cool. And this is a thank you card. Why did I get a thank you card from them? Because I've been shooting some events for Auburn University. And one of the latest one I shot, the lady that was in charge mailed me a thank you card, which is super, super sweet, super, super nice. Did not see that coming. I don't know where it is right now. Margaret was in here in my office this week and then she moved some stuff around, so I can't find it, but I will. When I got my citizenship, they also mailed me a congratulation card signed by all of the ladies down there that I work for, which is really, really kind. So I was gonna release a video this morning talking about my immigration interview and how all of that went. Well, I went on to release it and just to find out that it did not successfully upload to YouTube. But it's uploading now, so you should be seeing it today or tomorrow. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think. It's been pretty exciting, it's been pretty fun, which is like a segue into the next part of this video. So I have been on this immigration journey for about 20 years now. And it's finally over. So what do you do when something like that is over? Well, I got photography, right? I mean, recently bought this lens for some work. Expensive hobby. And then I also got into this other hobby. So here's the backstory to it before I start telling you what really happened. For somebody like me who is an engineer, a lot of time we need coffee because we work long hours and late. And then add on top of that, photography and videography. You're just in front of the computer like this all day long, so you need a little boost. Coffee, right? So more than drinking coffee, I started getting into espressos. A couple years ago, my mom gave me one of these espresso machines that uses the pod that you do, and I was starting to run out the pods. And so I needed more pods, and I was telling Margaret, hey, I need to buy some more pods. It's gonna be expensive, it's about $1 a piece. And she was like, oh yeah, that's fine, that's cool, go on and do it. But keep in mind that, see, I have been reminding Margaret that if you leave your water bottle in your car in the summer in Alabama, you should not drink it anymore because there's been research that links the plastic being released from the bottle into the water and you're drinking that. So there's a concern for cancer. She was like, just keep in mind, you were telling me about that, and these pods that you put in, which is plastic, is being injected with really hot water to extract espresso. And I was like, you were right. So I was like, maybe I just need to buy an espresso machine. And so the idea started playing with me. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. So I started doing research and they got one of these espresso machines on sale. And I was like, okay, so that could be a gift to myself for becoming an American citizen. So anyway, I started going down this journey of researching machines and researching all of these things and watch YouTube videos. And finally, the machine went off sale and then it went back on sale. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it this time. And then again, I researched some more. And then the machine is about to go off sale again, so I just pulled the trigger. So in the last 3 weeks, I have been trying to pull a good shot of espresso. And Needless to say, it has not been successful. But it's hard to say that though, because I don't really know what success is when it comes to that. So to make a good shot of espresso, apparently you can't just put some beans in it and grind it and spit it out. That's what they want to advertise to you. What really has to happen is you have to have the right kind of beans, you have to grind it to the right size, you have to time it, you have to weigh it. There are a couple rules to making espressos. First, it is a 2-to-1 ratio. So whatever ground coffee you put in, you want to get twice as much of that out. Before that, you don't want to just buy ground coffee. You want to grind it. That's why the coffee machine has a grinder. So you can get as fresh of ground coffee as you can, because when you grind it beforehand, you bag it, it releases CO2 and whatever. There's a lot of scientific words that go with that. So there's a 2-to-1 ratio. That's the number one rule, right? And I can follow rules. I like rules. So 2-to-1 ratio. So I've been using 18 grams of coffee, which I'm expecting 36 grams of produced liquid espresso shot. Cool. You want your shot to run between 25 to 30 seconds. I'm not sure who came up with that time, but that's how it goes. There's a lot that goes into that 25 and 30 seconds. Then you get the shot out, and then you taste it, and is it good or bad? And I'm like, I don't know if it's good or bad. And it depends on the kind of coffee. Like if it's medium roast, if it's dark roast, you pull them differently. And so anyways, so I've been experimenting, and that tastes pretty good. To me, that tastes a lot better than just normal coffee, and it tastes just about a little better than Starbucks, or what I would pay at Starbucks, because there's really no sugar in it. It's just coffee and milk. This 18 grams of coffee that you put into this puck, right? Well, you can't just put it in there. You have to break it apart. Then you have to tamp it, which is when you put pressure on it. Around 25 pounds of pressure. And I'm like, how do I know what 25 pounds of pressure is? So then you have to buy a tamper that kind of measure that for you. You have to get a scale to weigh your coffee, because coffee is no longer a time thing. It's no longer a volume thing, but it's a weighted thing. So that's how you get a 2-to-1 ratio. 18 in, 36 out grams. With all that, you have to get a timer, because you want to run it between 25 to 30 seconds. And I'm like, yeah, it's been a struggle. But the thing is, I'm not sitting here pulling shots and shots and shots of espresso. So I'm just guessing as I go, right? I make one in the morning, and then I make one in the evening. I kind of just play with it as best I can. More than that as well is you have to use fresh coffee. You can't use coffee that's too old, too new, and it makes a bunch of difference. And I'm like, where do I even get fresh coffee around here? I don't know. Starting on this hobby, heading down this road has been somewhat expensive, you know, because bags of coffee is now more expensive. The machine was expensive. All the accessories are expensive. I need a little help. I forgot to tell you about this. What I've been struggling with though is when I put 17 or 18 grams of coffee into the grinder and grind it and get it all out, then I tamp it at the right pressure, then I run it for the right amount of time. I'm not getting the 2-to-1 ratio. I'm getting for 18 grams in, I'm getting about 50 grams out, which is about 1 to 3. So I need a little help. If you are a professional coffee drinker and you are a professional espresso maker and you have any tips, leave a comment down below. I need help with the right kind of beans. If you have a roasteries around you that have fresh beans, or what kind of beans, you know, medium roast, dark roast, leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to purchase some if they'll ship them. 2, if you can help me troubleshoot my issue with this 1-to-3 ratio. What am I doing wrong? And lastly, there's another accessory that I had to buy, which is the little hitter thing that you hit your finished puck on. I started out doing that in a trash can, and the coffee wouldn't come out, and then eventually the whole thing pops into the trash can, so I had to dig it out. So now this thing helps a little bit, and it helps, you know, break the coffee ground. But it's been expensive. It's been an expensive hobby, and it's been an expensive adventure. So if you have any help, any tip, I would really appreciate it. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, I'm glad you're here. If you've been here before, thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.